All right, let's go ahead and get it. All right, guys, welcome. Welcome to VA Money Matters with Ty. I'm Ty, and I appreciate you being here. Tonight, we have something special for you, and I'm joined with my man, Markel Gale. Yeah,
Definitely.
and my man, Markel Gale, if you haven't seen our video we did before, you might need to go check that out. He loves to come through. Markel is a business expert, and he likes to share his knowledge and gems. Like I said, Markel does a lot, and we both also are life insurance professionals, and we want to share with you guys a little bit of knowledge. Before we get into it, I would like to say a quick disclaimer: we are not financial advisors. We are not tax professionals. If you need a financial advisor or a tax professional for your specific situation, please seek out one. All right, we're here for educational and informational content with this video. Again, we just want to share some of the things that we do know, and of course, for our services too, because we do a lot also when it comes to finances. So, quick overview. What we're going to be talking about tonight is, clearly you guys can see, retirement, right? They say in retirement, you need to have at least 70 to 80% of the income that you're currently making during retirement. So how we get that, a lot of people use a 401k. Is really popular, is one of the main tools or resources or vehicles that people use to get that money during the retirement. And also one that people might not know about, but Markel is going to make sure he breaks it down for us, because again, he is a life insurance expert. The IUL. The IUL is becoming popular, but the IUL has some special key benefits that we definitely want to break down to you guys and make you aware of. The IUL is a great place for investing, or another investment vehicle for your retirement. And we're just going to break some of that down. So first, let's start off. I know I'm talking a lot, but we're going to start off with talking about the 401k. Everybody knows what a 401k is. If not, it's simply just a special account for retirement through your job. Main reason. But there are different types of retirement accounts. Markel, you want to share a little bit about the different types?
Yeah, so outside your 401k, but practically the same thing. You have your TSP, your full 3B, some Roths, and some other tax deferred entities.
Okay. Oh, my bad. I was checking the audio. But yes, we got a bunch of different. Again, I apologize. I'm checking. We got a bunch of different types of for retirement accounts. So some of the limits that's on these retirement accounts that you get with your job is how much you can put in these accounts per year. You're limited on that, correct?
Yeah, so the maximum you could contribute to your 401k or TSP is $23,500 a year.
Okay.
Right.
Yep. That's the maximum an employee can put in there. So is limited for people that really want to stack up their retirement accounts and put the most they can put in there. That's something to keep in mind. If you want to put the max amount in there, you're kind of limited in that regard. But on the other hand, something that's pretty special about that is the matching, right? That's why a lot of people love the 401ks and all the other retirement accounts, because their employer matches their contributions. And they said the max, even with them matching, can go up to, I got right here, $66,000 a year with the match. But that makes these accounts really like appeasing, and they look good. They look good on paper. It's kind of hard to argue with some of those facts, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you don't know, if you don't know.
If you don't know. And that's why we're going to break this down, because again, we're not saying that they are bad vehicles to invest in, but there's other things out there. And again, like Markel just said, sometimes we just don't know about these other types of investment vehicles out there. Again, some of the things about the 401ks and retirement accounts, a lot of them you can invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, all types of different investments. And that's why these things are, like I said, they're really attractive. They also have tax advantages with the 401ks. And this is where, again, they kind of is going to differ a little bit. So I guess you guys might want to, pay a little bit of attention. But when you put money into your 401k, they're pre-tax. Like you put the money in there pre-tax. So you're not, getting taxes taken out right away, right? And your investments grow tax deferred, just meaning they haven't been taxed yet. But once you start taking that money out, you're getting taxed. And that's where the IULs kind of, I think they're going to shine a little bit better on how you take that money out. So just a breakdown. So the pros is, you get your employee matching. 401ks and retirement accounts are easy to use, easy to get into them because most people are employed. But then the cons, of course, anything working with the stock market is going to have volatility, right? Sometimes you can be investing in your 401k and you can see your 401k straight take a big chunk because the market went down. I've seen that myself.
I mean, I think we all just seen that Monday, right?
Yeah.
The stock market took a $2 trillion loss.
Yeah.
We won't come back to that though.
Yeah. So the markets go up and down. Anybody that's an investor, I would say this part, and again, as we go through this, maybe Markel can give his thoughts on it too, but I do like to invest. I was an investor in the stock market before anything, and I still think, the markets are a great place to be. But when you're talking about retirement, can you withstand that drop? Can you take the recovery? The markets typically do recover. That is, so far been proven fact. Especially as I've been investing in the markets for 5 years. The markets always bounce back. But if you're about to retire,
can you take a hit like that going into retirement? And
that's
how long wait
that's
for
exactly what I'm getting. Yep. If you're about to retire, let's say you planning on retiring next year or 2 years from now, you don't have that time to sit there and wait for a recovery in the market. So if you really want to be safe, you might want to be looking into other vehicles for your money to be safe. And I think, again, you might want to stick around because you're going to like some of the things that Mr. Gale is going to break down to us with that. Other thing is we got retirement withdrawals. So, of course, your 401k, you have to start withdrawing that money at age, what's the age again?
You could start touching the money at 59 and a half, but
59 and a
most
half.
people don't start to take it until they can actually retire. Their average retirement age right now is anywhere from 67 to age 73.
73.
But I was gonna say, I don't know if you're aware of this and if everyone else is aware of this, but at age 73, you have to worry about RMD.
Yep, that's what. Yep, you have to take disbursements.
Yeah. With you taking disbursements at RMD disbursements at age 73, your income goes up, benefits go down, such as like Social Security, and you start to get taxed more as well.
Okay. So I think I'm done talking about the K for right now. Did I miss anything before we go into the IUL?
So started in 1978, you know what I'm saying? It was started because pensions were starting to put a strain on companies. So companies now put that strain on us, the working class.
Okay.
I was gonna say another thing. A lot of people like to say when the job is matching you, that's what free money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not really, free money. So all that money is going in untaxed. And with 401k or TSP or 403b, with them matching you, that's a good way for them to, your job or your organization is what I mean by them, for them to pay their taxes this year. That's a nice write-off for them. So essentially, because you're paying taxes in your retirement, you're going to pay taxes for them. And let's not forget, it's a mandated law that taxes are going up at the end of the year. Hopefully it get ruled against, but who knows? So if you're getting taxed at 22% right now, you're liable to start getting taxed at 24 to 25%. And who's to say in 10 to 20 years from now, it's not going to go up even more, depending on our economic situation and, whatever the politicians decide.
Yeah. Facts. So basically, what I like to pull out of that, so you trying to say my employer is using me with my 401k? That's what you trying to say, right?
Yeah, essentially, it's smart. I mean, why not dangle this money over here and, oh yeah, I'm a match you on top of, I'm a max. The match is usually 5%, and people think because it's such a great vehicle, I'm gonna do 8, 10%, 12%, sometimes even higher, and don't even know you put all your eggs in one bucket. Depending on where you're at in your situation, continue to get the max. I mean, not the max, but the match. You know what I'm saying? But let's not contribute all that, because you're putting all your eggs in one basket, which is liable to get taxed. Let's just use some simple numbers right here. In that 401k, if you retire as a millionaire, just like million straight across the board, and you're getting taxed at 22% right now, if you're married, it might bump up to 24%. You're only going to be seeing $760,000 to $780,000 of that 1 million.
Yeah, taxes can really take a big chunk, especially when you put it in perspective, because most people need $1 million or better to start their retirement. That's most people's goal. They want to have that nice cushion for their retirement, so they don't have to really worry. So that's a good way to put it in perspective, that taxes are very, very important when you're talking about retirement, because you should have, if not, you need to make sure you get the right investment started now, but you should have a nice lump of money. So taken from that, taxes are very important. So now let's segue into what is an IUL first. First, let's start there. What is an IUL? And I talk 401k, so I don't want to talk the whole video for you, but let's throw it to Markel for this one.
All right, so an IUL is an index universal life. So what does that mean? Index means you get to participate in all the upsides of the stock market without no risk. Anytime the stock market goes down, like it did on Monday, I told you I was going to come back to that.
Yeah.
You don't lose no money. There is no money that can be lost, and there's also living benefits that come with it. You also get what everybody knows as the death benefit, but we're not going to talk about that. The death benefit is very important because that's you leaving a legacy, and because with some of those living benefits, let's say you get chronically, terminally or critically ill or critically injured, your life insurance will cut you a check to take care of you, take care of any of your expenses, especially if you can't perform 6 of the daily living functions. If you need in-house nursing, anything, it'll be taken care of. Mortgage, bills, the list could go on, and there is not a limit to anything as well.
That's a big difference between the two. This one isn't just money. It isn't just an investment or money building up. It also has a lot of other benefits.
Yeah, so everybody think it's all about the death benefit, because IUL is also a life insurance policy. But over here, while you paying for the cost of insurance, some of that premium, and a premium is the amount you pay either per month, quarterly, or annually. Some of that premium is being taken and put into a second bucket called the cash value for you, which is put into an index fund. And that's the money that's being not put into the stock market, but is gaining the advantages of the stock market. And like I said, you're not going to suffer any losses. The beautiful thing about that is you can choose at a retirement age, let's say 67, that IUL can pay you out a certain amount, and that amount is going to be tax free. And it's up to us, me and Ty, to figure out, not that you live 80%, which is 20% below your means that you're living right now because you're retiring, but how can you continue to live that 100%? And even better, we want you living at 110%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But IUL, because it's not directly within the stock market, right? The stock market, we talked about market volatility. So you can make more money in the stock market. You still got to worry about taxes, right? and you still gotta worry about losing just as much, if not more. So yes, you can make more money in the stock market. So let's just keep the numbers simple again. I told you about you retire with the 1 million in your 401k or TSP. You're getting taxed at 22, 24, 25%. If I make, or not make, but if my cash value grows to be $850,000, who's walking away with more money, me or you? I'm not paying no taxes at the end of the day, so I get to touch all of mine. You're only touching a quarter, or 3/4 of your money.
Yeah, so that's why taxes play a big part in yeah, I like it.
Guess what? I also don't have to worry about RMD. You know what I'm saying? And you know how most people have term policies with an IUL, your payments stay the same for the duration of your life or the period that you choose to stop paying it, and then it turns around and starts paying you. So yeah, I don't know if people heard what I just said, but
it starts paying.
Your payment starts the same, and then you can elect an age to stop paying it, and then your policy turns around and pays you tax free. You know how we said that you can't touch the 401k until you turn 59 and a half. If you do, it'll get taxed heavily, or you're gonna have to pay the not even or it's gonna get taxed, and you're gonna have to pay that 10% fee as well. Well, with the IUL, I could go in there, borrow against myself, and I could borrow it tax-free, penalty-free. I don't gotta worry about a 10% penalty, and I don't gotta worry about taxes. Guess what, though? Your money continues to grow as if you never touched it.
Yeah.
Another bonus, I get to pay myself back on my own time.
Okay.
Well, guess what? If I don't pay myself back by the time I die, it's gonna get taken from the death benefit.
Yes.
Mo, don't wait, but I told you that cash value is still growing, even though I borrowed from it. So that probably done grown to that 850,000, and let's say I borrowed 25,000 from it. Well, that'll just get taken from the 850. So my family still get left with this death benefit and this cash value, tax free to my family too. So I get to leave them a legacy. So I get a retirement and a legacy to leave my family. Oh, and I can touch it before I turn 59 and a half.
Okay.
I can't outlive my retirement. My money's gonna keep growing for me.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't think I mentioned that either. When you do go start taking withdrawals, your money is gonna still be growing for you. So at no point does your money stop growing for you.
So you just painted the best picture for the IUL. The best picture for the IUL. Like everything I was saying about the 1K, you really painted a great picture for it. And like I said, you can't really the tax advantages. The tax advantages are like really what you need to pay attention to, especially when you're at that retirement age. Like you said, my account could be bigger, but because when I pull, he might get more just because, I got to pay taxes. They got to take.
So let's touch on this too. So a lot of people, when we talk to them, what they say, my job is giving me a life insurance policy. Well, I always have this question. All that money that you're putting towards that job life insurance policy, what happens when you leave that job? You're not going to get that money back because you don't own the policy. What happens when you retire? They either lower the death benefit or that death benefit is totally gone. So you working 20 to 30 years, or let's just say after 10 years and you decide to leave, you didn't put all this time and money into, your job's life insurance policy that you was dependent on, and now vamoose vanish. It's gone. So what happened to your money that you why not put it into this vehicle? And that's why I tell people, if you I believe in diversifying. So if you already matching over the 5%, let's take that extra 3% or that extra 5% that you are contributing over the match, and that money that you are contributing towards your job life insurance policy, and put it into an IUL. Now you're getting covered for the rest of your life. Family don't have to worry about nothing. If you get sick early, you need an in-home nurse, or even if you pass away early and you just bought a brand new house and kids are in private school, they can continue to still live the same life and don't have to worry about no expenses.
Okay. So, and it got so many benefits. So as you said, diversifying. I definitely like the IUL, but when we talking about diversifying too, if we say you got an IUL, you got a 401k, I do like the, I know this ain't in the mix, but having that Roth too can provide, those benefits. But the thing about these vehicles like that, they're limited. So let's say you do know about a Roth IRA and you max that out every year. Cool. You maxing out your matching and you still have, a little something that you want to start building something. The IUL is a great place. It's a great place. I see that clear as day. It's a great place. And then let's not talk about, can you convert the IUL into later on into an annuity?
So I mean, you would usually not. You would just elect to receive payments, but you
Okay.
can roll over. So let's talk about that. Oh, before
Because
we
that's
talk
a
about
whole
that,
other video about the annuities.
nah.
But
So look, let's get into that real quick too, because
let's go.
yeah. But so there is with the IUL, there is no limit on the amount that you can contribute. Like we said, you can only contribute max 23,500 a year into your Roth TSP XYZ. You can contribute however much into your IUL. Rolling over, we could talk about that. Indexed annuities,
Mm-hmm.
those overretirement accounts that you have just sitting. Why not roll that over into an annuity, which is index account, and you can let that money just sit there and grow for you tax free my bad, money is still going to be taxed because it is moved from a
Yeah,
tax deferred
because you
account.
rolling it.
Yeah, you rolling it over, but it still get to grow for you safely, no risk. You don't have to worry about it taking a hit or anything like 2008 and 2009, or when COVID hit and people lost $250,000 and more. You know what I'm saying? So if we're going to let that money just sit, why not have it in somewhere safe where you can still reap the same benefits?
Okay. So I really like that. Like I said, we need to talk about a whole nother video with them annuities
Yeah,
from the start, because they are great vehicles, and I already plan on rolling mine over when I get to that certain point.
right.
I already can see it. We just talked about, you did break down a lot with the IULs. If anybody got any questions about IULs, please make sure you hit us up. Hit, Markel up if you're watching this and you got his contact info. If not, check the description of this video. You'll see a link to Markel's page and services, and he offers a lot more than just life insurance. He offers a whole, financial setup, especially if you're starting a business. So again, check him out in the description. I also have my info in the description. But if you got any questions and want to work with someone that can really break this stuff down to you, with you, make sure you check us out. Wherever you catching us at. Could be on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you see us at, just reach out and we'll definitely make sure we answer any questions.
All right.
And if you got questions now that we don't answer, please drop them in the chat. We're looking, but even after, maybe when we come back, because we plan on coming back to really break a lot of this stuff down and have more of these open-ended discussions so we can talk to you guys about whatever you guys are looking for or want more information about.
I was gonna say, we should just run down real quick benefits, or since we did, we doing the version.
Yeah. I just wanted to throw that out there real quick because we talked about it. We broke them down.
So,
All right, so we can go
yeah, I
head
was
to
gonna
head
say,
with
so yeah, head to head. IUL
it. IUL.
taxed. I mean, well, no, my bad. 401k. Let's start with 401k.
That's pre-tax.
Yeah, yes. Money pre-tax, but you pay tax once you
Take
start
out.
taking. Touch it until you turn 59 and a half. You have to worry about RMD at age 73. It's a max that you can contribute. No living benefits. Participate in the volatile market.
Mm-hmm.
And who has time to be studying the market every day and looking at charts and everything?
Yeah.
You get a death benefit. You get a second bucket, which you get to participate in the market upside. No limit on the amount of money that you can put in. Has living benefits if you get critically ill, terminally ill, or critically ill. chronic, critical injury, all that's taken care of. You could borrow from it before you turn 59 and a half, tax-free, all tax-free advantages. The retirement or when your policy starts to pay you, tax-free, no RMD.
I think the main benefit, the main difference, maybe the main disadvantage of the IUL and the 401k is, the one that everybody talks about, the potential of growth. A lot of times that's the only thing that you're going to see that people stick out and really point out is the potential of growth from, an IUL, which is a policy and it has like a cap growth, compared to the 401k, which, you can make a good amount, but you talking about the taxes. People don't really think about that when you're talking about how much it is. But I think that's the main thing, the only thing that really people can point out. Oh, I make more money in the 401k, which can be in stocks or mutual funds, which I would say that is factual. But it comes down, for me, it comes down to what stage are you in. So if you're in that later state, let's say, okay, I'm 35, I'm at the stage where I might can take some risks, and if something happens in the market, I might can take a 2-year time frame for stuff to turn around. But if I'm about to retire in 2 to 3 years or even 5 and I don't want any losses, it might be better to be in something that has a safety net, right? Because we know you got to take risks sometimes to make big money, but what stage are you in? I think that is really what's key about if you want to keep playing in the market. And I said playing, but trying to invest in the market and making money. I'm always I'm always going to be pro market halfway, because again, I invested in the market and I know factual, just like you can invest in a simple ETF, which is an exchange traded fund, and I invested in a few and in the last 5 years I got 135% growth. You ain't gonna get that with an IUL. In 5 years, you're not gonna get 135% growth. And of course, we talking about in the time where we got all these new people rushing to the market. Like now, again, I could talk stocks all day, but we talking about now when a lot of people are getting privy to investing and things like that. So that's why a lot of it is going up. But that is the only main thing that people really harp on, is like you can make more money in the market.
Yeah.
But again, I think like Markel said, it depends on if you're willing to take those risks and, you really want to, keep playing around or, have your money drop down when you're about to retire.
Yeah.
I think that is the main thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you predict the next major AI thing that's about to come out and that's going market take another dip?
Yeah.
Seek for the win.
Well, I think that was probably the only thing people can talk about, like the main growth of it. Other than that, I think, especially if you're talking about retirement, I feel like if you're talking about retirement, you want a death benefit. You're already in the phase of your life where you're coasting. You would want to leave that legacy. I would want a death benefit with everything, because at the end of the day, if you're in retirement, you want to still live great in your retirement, but you also want to, leave a legacy. That's what I feel like. I also want to leave a legacy.
And then also, like, because I'm pro stock market too. Like I said, I like to diversify my funds.
Yeah.
So crypto, stocks, shares, dividends, all those good things. But let's just say, for instance, even if you have something like a savings account, that money is just sitting.
Right.
Let's
do something with that.
Yeah, let's do something with that. Let's put that into an IUL and let that money grow for you. If it's just sitting there just to sit there, like I said, you can still touch that money whenever you need it in case of emergency. So why not get the gains of, or to take advantage of still saving, but you still get to grow that money and you still get to have access to that money whenever you need it.
Okay. So I guess we kind of went through the pros and cons, and again, the main takeaway I had was, it depends on what stage you're in and are you willing to make that risk? Like I said, I know some people that will never be in the stock market just because of the risk, but they know about the stock market can make you money. So IUL is the perfect solution for somebody like that, because you got that safety net. You heard about the market, but you always been scared to invest because it might go down. IUL, perfect place to build wealth. Everything has a risk. I was about to say safely, but it's safer than the market.
I was gonna say it's no risk. You can't lose a penny. You can't lose a dime. Stock market fall, your wealth is still gonna be there.
Yeah. Let's see. We got any questions in the chat? No questions in the chat today, but let's see if we can got some few questions we can throw in there.
Somebody said, could you go in depth on why no RMD is important? No RMD is important is because, I got it right here. If you have RMD at 873, that's when Uncle Sam's just going to say you have to start taking this. It means required minimum distribution. So you're required to take a certain amount from your retirement fund each year. Why that's important is because if your income goes up, then you're losing benefits that you qualify for. It's like Medicaid, Social Security, any type of government assistance. And if your income goes up, you're most likely going into another tax bracket sometime. So your taxes are going to go up as well, and you're going to be taxed more.
All right. So we did talk about, I got just a question to throw in there. So what are the most important factors? We kind of talked about this a little bit, but what are the most important factors to determine IUL versus a 401k? Kind of went over that already.
Yeah, I mean, just to reiterate, tax advantages.
Tax advantages mainly.
You could borrow from it, no risk to your money, so you still get the gains of the stock market or the advantages of the stock market. Don't have to worry about RMD.
I don't have to worry about RMD.
No limits on the contributions. Yeah. You receive the death benefit, and you have living benefits as well.
Okay. So, yeah. So again, the comments kind of quiet. But I think we covered it pretty good, man. Yeah. I think we did a great job covering it. Like I said, if anybody had any questions, definitely reach out. So I guess we could segue off of that topic just for a moment. You know, I like to ask other questions. All right, so when it comes to retirement, we're talking about retirement. We specifically talking about 401k and other retirements over here. I know you work with people, I work with people too. What are some common mistakes that you see people make with deciding their retirement income, or what should they be invested into for retirement?
Common mistakes. We said over contributing over the match.
You see a lot of times people contributing to their job more so, or too much. You think?
So your job is only matching 5%. Don't go over that 5%. Like,
you can place your money other places.
Yeah, if you want to continue to invest or grow that extra 3%, you could put it somewhere else. Whether it's the IUL or the stock market or ETF, crypto, XYZ.
And I like that. One of the things too, I'd be thinking that sometimes people don't think about retirement. They start thinking about retirement a little later. It's never too late to start. It's never too early to start thinking about retirement. I know, for example, I know so many people that have, jobs, and they don't even start their 401k, let alone something like a stock market, a IRA, or anything like that. They don't even start that. So a lot of times I think just starting, especially for, the younger people, sometimes you're like, oh man, I'm 20, I'm 21. I ain't thinking about retirement yet.
I was going to say, even your entrepreneurs, excuse me, Chipotle, but your entrepreneurs.
You right.
Yeah, They
You
don't
don't
have
have a
nothing.
401k.
Yeah, they don't have nothing. Like, they don't got nobody backing them. So, like, I like to suggest like IUL to them, or like they need something. And even like why more so I lean towards the IUL for them. What happens? Let's just say your average barber,
I was about to say that. You
makeup
took it out.
person. Yeah, what happens if they like get injured or can't go to work for X amount of time, and now who or what income are they like bringing in? Like, and what's going to happen to their bills? And now they stressing, or they might rush themselves back to work before they are properly healed. Too much to worry about. At least you covered in that sense.
Facts. And I was about to take it there because I was thinking about the barbershop. A lot of people, barbers, they are the entrepreneurs, and they don't even, you talking about retirement. I know we talking about retirement, but they don't even have life insurance sometimes.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that, like, if you're a barber and you got a family, now even if you don't have kids, you got a mama, you got a dad. Nobody don't want to, really have to come out of pocket for expenses for final expenses and things like that. So it's still good to get life insurance. And again, you get the right type of policy, that can be a way for you to start investing a little bit into yourself and have something with cash value if you have the means to get that type of policy. But have something, right? Like those entrepreneurs, like you said, oftentimes they don't even have the basics. So if you are an entrepreneur, you need to make sure you are covered, and the IUL can actually help you get some type of investing component along with life insurance.
Very inexpensive too. You can get something for at least $150 to start out a month.
Yeah, so a lot of people think it's very expensive. Like, these policies are super expensive, but a lot of them can be very affordable. Very affordable. Anything else you got, man? Anything you got coming up? What you got going on? Because I seen you out there. I seen you out there teaching the kids, man.
Content kill, man. Content kill. I'm working on content, trying to get more in front of the people. Let them know what my services are, how I can help them.
Okay.
And, how I could be a vessel and service them. Yeah, bro. None more, none less.
Okay.
Business stuff coming up. Working on a live workshop to help people get their business started, and literally break it down how to get your business started, how to fix your credit, and then how to get business funded, and even how people could use, like, let's just say your everyday person and you want to clear your personal credit. You can go get business funding, right, and balance transfer that personal credit that's killing you, right, that 24-29% interest. You could balance transfer it over to your business, and you could get a 0% interest for, like, let's say the first 9 to 18 months. And now you have 9 to 18 months to pay off that you had on the personal side. And on the personal side, your credit score just went up, your usage just went down, and everything just looks amazing. Now your credit score is going up.
Man, yeah, that sounds like a life hack right there.
Yeah.
That definitely sounds like a life hack. Yeah. Okay. I like it. So definitely hit up Markel if you want to get out of debt. You want to know how to start a business. Definitely hit up Markel for that.
Get right.
Yeah. And again, we are life insurance agents. If you got any questions about life insurance, if you want to get a policy, you want to know more about life insurance, make sure you hit us up. Check us out on that field too. Other than that, I think we're good, man. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you too, brother.
Like I said, you broke it down very well for everybody to understand the benefits, because a lot of times people get lost, and it's complicated sometimes for people to understand the benefits, but you broke it down simply. Can't argue with it.
Yeah, man, I try to keep it simple. Of course, like you said, if you want to know more info, come holler at either one of us. Wanted to keep it simple for the people so they ain't overloaded with too much information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we appreciate it.
I appreciate you, brother.
So make sure you come back. Maybe we'll do another one. If you guys want to see anything, make sure you comment. Let us know what you want to see, what you want us to break down, because I'm pretty sure people always have questions. Ask them, and again, we'll comply and try to make some content around whatever questions you guys have. Maybe we might talk about annuities a little more next time.
Yeah, I think that's the next one. Yeah,
that's a topic that really we can expand on. But yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned, and we appreciate y'all sticking with us. Thanks for watching. Peace.